There was no question really about their guilt. They accepted that they'd taken on sabotage. They hadn't done very much. They'd blown up a few things.
So everybody said, yeah, there is no escape. These people are going to die. But hoping that perhaps at that moment, God will be next to the judge.
That led to the Rivonia trial, which was paid for entirely by us.
Well, we were horrified, of course. And of course, protest meetings were held in Britain.
We stand here for the millions of men and women in South Africa, born and forced to live all their lives in a concentration camp of colour. And we say that their will to be free is our will, their struggle our struggle, till their triumph too may be ours.
The anti-apartheid movement set up a world campaign, and we called it the World Campaign for the Release of All Political Prisoners. And it was able to get people to support the demand that these leaders should not be executed.
We printed from the underground in illegal presses hundreds of thousands of stickers which simply had slogans like "The world is watching Pretoria."
General Assembly passed a resolution by 106 votes to 1, only South Africa voted against, asking South Africa to end the Rivonia trial and release all the prisoners. And I heard from the ANC that their lawyer in the Rivonia trial went up to Nelson Mandela and told him about the vote in the General Assembly of the United Nations. And Mandela was very much moved.
The day Nelson gave evidence, it was so terrible to watch.
The idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons will live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an idea for which I hope to live for and to see realized. But my Lord, if it needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
That made everybody shiver. When they finished, crowds started. It was just drizzling, and it became dark and cold. You know, that day was one of the days I cannot describe how it felt like.
Now I look at the judge and I find that the judge is shaken. And I say, well, the only thing that would make a judge shake is he knows that they're going to be sentenced to death.
The Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Uthant, wrote a letter to Verwoerd in South Africa to say that if you in South Africa go ahead and demand the death penalty and execute the Rivonia Trialists, that is Nelson Mandela and the others, then it'll be impossible for the international community to resist the pressures for economic sanctions.
The crime of which the accused have been convicted, crime of conspiracy, is in essence one of high treason. Giving the matter very serious consideration, I have decided not to impose the supreme penalty which in a case like this would usually be the proper penalty.
People were weeping with joy that they had not received the death sentence. A life sentence for the Rivonia Trialists was one of the biggest boosts to us in the underground, giving us a sense that we could go on fighting and we would win one day.